So tell us, family. Today we're going to talk about your favorite subject in the world, success. Every entrepreneur dreams about success. We wake up with our mouths salivating for success. We want success so bad. But what is success?
That's a good question.
Is it $1 million? Is it $5 million? Is it $1 billion? Is success money? Is that what we equate success to? I feel like a lot of us do.
Yep.
We think more money, more things, more happiness. Like we think that money is success in life, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the world judges us by that, all sorts of things. And that's why you got a lot of pretenders out there. You got people driving cars they can't really afford. You got huge mortgages. You've got, people have all the toys and the best boats and all this stuff, but yet their credit cards are maxed out. It's because they're trying to live the successful life, right? They're spending money they don't even have because we equate success with money. I can tell you something, my friends. I can tell you, the more money I've made did not bring more happiness.
Nope.
I was not happy just because I had more money. No, success is not all about money, but I don't want to deter anybody right now because I got a lot of young entrepreneurs that listen to us. We got a lot of people who are focused on money. Let us explain what we're talking about here. Troy, let's dive in.
All right. So again, let's talk about that. Is success money? So let me give you a couple of examples here. I'm going to give you the example of maybe the attorney.
Sure.
He's out there. He's making $300,000 a year. He's working 100 hours a week, right? And he's never home. He's missing the important events in his life. He's missing the vacations. He's missing the memories.
The anniversary.
The anniversaries.
Pretty soon he's going to be missing his wife because she ain't going to be there.
Right? So here's somebody who, $300,000 a year, that's good money.
Yeah.
Right? But what is he giving up for the money?
That's right.
Right? Is that what's the most important thing? Now we'll take the flip side of that. Now maybe we have a guy who runs a service business. He's making $150,000 a year. He's working 40 hours a week.
Yep.
He's spending time on what matters most, right? He's going out on the weekends with his friends, his family. He's enjoying that time. He's going on vacations. He's making 50% less money, but what does he gain?
But he's got like 60% more time.
Yep.
Than the other guy, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And he's got his wife's not leaving him, and he's going to see his kids grow up and he's going to experience it. I mean, now here's the thing is we're not trying to deter you. We're not even trying to direct you.
Yes.
I mean, I have my idea, which is okay, but you have your ideas of what success is. And if money is what motivates you, which it does for all of us. I mean, I am definitely motivated by money, but I learned early that money was not the end all be all. I was 20 years old and I said, I'm going to be a multimillionaire by 25. And I was so excited. So I worked 24/7, slept at the office. In the earlier podcast, you will hear the story, but I was living in my office.
Yeah.
Never going home. And my wife finally called me one day and she said, listen, you're never home. The kids don't see you. You've got 3 little kids at home. You don't come to anything. You're always too busy for us. Either you come home or you won't have a wife to come home to. And I thought, oh crap, And I realized by age 23, I was like, money is not, for me, everything.
Yeah.
I had these kids, I had a beautiful wife that I was super in love with, and I was missing out on everything. And so for me, money wasn't the most important thing. Now, the funny thing was, the better I got with my life in general, the more money I naturally started to make.
Yeah.
As time went on, and there was ups and downs and everything like that, but as I got things right in my life, meaning, balanced, I found that wonderful balance, I actually got more and more wealthy.
Yeah.
But again, I want to just reiterate that I make more money now than I've ever made in my life, and I'm not happier because of that money. In fact, I would probably say, I mean, just the other day I was telling Chelsea, I was like, let's sell everything. Let's sell everything. Let's get rid of the toys. Let's get rid of the house. Let's move into a little house. We got this big house and it's expensive and it's, and like I've got to hire cleaners because it's too much for her to clean, and all this. And I was just like, let's get rid of everything and let's simplify our life. It wasn't that, more money doesn't take care of everything, right?
No.
That's not my idea of success anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm right with you, Trevor. There's at one point in my life when you'll remember I was an airline pilot. I was flying a jet. I was gone 275 days that year. While I was in the air, I was working as a project management consultant for another company. So literally, while I'm flying around all day in the jet, I'm up there with my laptop and I'm doing spreadsheets and figuring stuff out and making sure people are on track for their projects.
Does that instill confidence in your pilots, people?
Yeah.
Watch the skies, Troy.
That's why there's two of us. And so, but, and then when I would get back home, from these 6-day trips, I didn't spend my time at home with my family because I had to go to the companies I was consulting for and I had to give them all the work I was doing and I had to be in meetings and I was going, and we were also starting our company back then at the exact same time.
Yep.
So we were working on that when I was at a hotel room at night. I'm trying to work on websites and stuff like that. And it was crazy.
Troy was going to have a heart attack. That's what was going to happen. He was on the path to heart failure.
Yeah, it was crazy, and luckily those things changed. I wasn't an airline pilot anymore, but then of course I piled on, hey, well, I'm going to start another company, and I added on multiple companies. And what's interesting, and I didn't even think about this until you said it, Trevor, the most money I've made was when I focused on one company. Right? Instead of owning 3 companies at a time and trying to make all those companies successful, I've been much more successful just focusing on one company. And it's given me a lot more time to focus on the other things that are important in my life. Right? So it really is true. So the question we're asking you, we're not telling you, like Trevor said, we're not telling you what success is and what you need to do in your life. We're just asking you the question, what does success mean to you? Is it more money? Making more money? Is it more free time that you need in your life? Is it more vacations? Right? What do you use to define success? And I think it's really important to figure that out as young and as early as you possibly can so that you don't waste time working towards something that's not going to make you happy and feel successful in the end.
I can tell you, I can testify, owning a multi-million-dollar business does not mean you're happy. No. It does not mean you are without worry or problems or whatever. And I actually like that. There's that country song that sings and he's like, I can't remember exactly how it goes right now, but he's like, but it can buy me a boat and it can buy me a car or it can buy me a truck to pull that boat. He's talking about like basically saying money won't make me happy, but it can buy me a boat. It can buy me like a truck to pull that boat.
I don't know any country music, so I can't help you, but I actually have heard that song.
Yeah, it's a great song. That's the thing is more money, more frustrations, to be honest with you. So just if what your end goal is a number, a certain number of money, amount of money, maybe you should just re-look at your goals and what you're doing and where you're focusing and how you're focusing. I almost lost my marriage over it and my family over being focused. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just trying to focus and provide, but I was ignoring everything else in my life. And in the end, I had to stop and say, what is millions and millions and millions of dollars worth, right? What's $10 million worth? What's $50 million worth if I'm all alone in the end?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of listeners who are like, I can buy myself a new wife, or whatever. And if that's your shtick, okay, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you think, that's fine. No big deal. But today's podcast was simple. We just wanted you guys to think. Stop and think. In a world where we're always wanting more, everybody wants more, and especially in today's day and age, more for less. They want to do less and get more. I deserve, you owe me, right? getting more really going to give you what you want? Or do you already have what you want? And you just need to recognize it.
Yeah, and I want to throw one more thing out there that I think is really important. Because again, I used to think, I want to make, if I make X amount of money, that's gonna solve my problems, and I'm gonna be successful in this, that, the other. And I started to really think about, why did I want to make X amount of money?
Yeah.
And when I analyzed what it wasn't the money that was going to be successful or make me successful. It was, well, when I have that much money, then I'm not going to have the debt, and I'm going to, have my house paid off and my vehicles, and I'm not going to have that worry. And I'm going to be able to spend more time with my family, and I'm going to be able to go on these vacations with my family. And I had this list of what the money was going to do for me.
Yeah.
And I realized that I could still do those things without all that money, right? Like, I didn't have to make that much money to be able to spend more time with my family.
Yeah.
To be able to, to go on vacations with my wife and do things. Like, I equated it to that. And what I realized was, by the time I make that much money, my kids will be grown up and gone.
Right.
And they won't be going on vacation with me.
Right.
Right. So I had to change in my mind what was my idea of success.
That's right.
And right now, like Trevor said, I feel very successful in my life.
Oh.
Not because I'm making really good money or something like that, but because I'm successful in all the areas that matter the most.
That's right. And learn to find what really makes you feel successful and happy and fulfilled in life. And then when the money comes, it will just amplify that.
Yes.
I mean, my wife yesterday made this video, or this past weeks made this video for Father's Day. And it was of all of these photos to music of, from when we first got married to having our first kid, second kid, third kid, fourth kid, fifth kid, and all these just different times in our lives. 5 kids. I'm very successful.
You are successful at that.
I am.
Definitely.
I'm very good at it. Let's not get on that road. Okay, but it was funny. Looking back, we're laughing at all these memories. We're looking at all these great memories. We were poor. We didn't, and it was funny to see. Yes, did everything, the more money we made, amplified everything?
Yes.
But those memories were so amazing. I mean, just from like a camping perspective, my family's always loved camping. It's like we had pictures of just tent camping, right? Then we had a pop-up. Then we had a trailer. Then we had another trailer. And then we had a toy hauler. And then now we have an RV. But just in that progression, we are no more happy now. The memories aren't any better now just because we have the RV than when we were literally tent camping. I mean, are we more comfortable?
Yes.
Sure, it's amplified. But I was in tears looking at all these photos and all these awesome memories of my kids growing up. I'm so grateful I was there.
Yeah.
It could have been a bunch of photos of my wife and kids without me, right?
Yes.
So that's the thing. Our trips, we used to go on these vacations. We were so poor. We'd stay in the crappiest roach motels we could find in California. But we didn't care because we'd spend all day at the beach until late at night when, we'd fall asleep and we didn't care that cockroaches were crawling all over us, right? Now we go and we take our kids and we stay in really nice 5-star hotels and all-inclusive resorts and stuff like that. But again, I was so emotional and happy about these trips and memories we had made when we were poor as I am today about going, taking the kids to Hawaii and on all these amazing trips.
Yep.
Cool. It's amplified. But I still had learned what I wanted in life early on, and I was successful then.
Yep, exactly.
And now my money's amplified it, right? So
Totally.
Okay, homework, guys. You need to decide what your definition of success is and start building your business towards that. Start building your lifestyle towards that. Start maybe just as simple as recognizing you already have everything you want. And you will be more grateful. You will have a better attitude about things. You will work harder and things will be smoother. Your employees will feel it. Like everything starts to come into play and get in its place when you are balanced, well balanced, right?
Exactly.
All right, guys. This is a fun one. I really like this one. I'm glad I didn't cry. I got really emotional over the video. So, all right, everybody. We love you so much. We will catch you guys on the next episode of So Tell Us Time.